Well, hello, LinkedIn, X, I almost said Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Just figured I would do a quick live stream and wish everyone out here a happy Valentine's Day. I don't have a heart animation, or do they have one that's built in here? No, I do not. But I would like to figured it's been a while since I did a live stream since I was in Vegas. Did a live stream from the Sphere, which was an amazing experience. Turns out that the film that they show, Postcards from Earth, very well done. A little too much in the narration. I think less would have been more. But that's my film critic. I'll put on my film critic glasses. This is this is more of a Hunter Thompson type vibe. But we're talking about Las Vegas, right? So had a great trip. Got the chance to present on artificial intelligence to the field organization, kind of get them excited about and comfortable talking about AI to our customers. So I think it's important that we are in a shift here. We're going from kind of this was very much in the lab to wow, gee whiz bang moment. Look what AI can do. To now where I think we're in that phase where it's the rubber meets the road. How do we get from point A to point B? How do we actually make this a production level system? Speaking of which, I'm looking for the link. I can't seem to find it. Andrew Ng has a new course out. This guy is rocking on all cylinders. I mean, this guy is incredible. He's one of the smartest people out in the world. He's actually one of the nicest too. And he has just a passion for educating people. So he has. Let me see if I can dig up the. See if I can dig up the page. There we go. Let me share it. Let me share my screen. Here we go. And to get more real estate, let me turn off the chat. In case you're wondering who the heck is this guy, my name is Frank Lavinia. You can catch me on different podcasts and franksworld.com. Not that hard to find. All right. So he has released a number of these short courses, and these are all free, right? They say they're free for a limited time, but they've been free for a limited time for about 6 months. Who knows if that's marketing speak or something real? But I love these courses. Some of them are phenomenal. Some of them are good, but they're all good, but some of them are phenomenal. This one was really good. This was really good. And I haven't taken all of these yet. They've actually added a bunch while I was kind of taking a break for the for the winter Christmas break. But there's definitely a lot of these. A lot of here around RAG. What's particularly interesting, I think this course just dropped. This is the one I saw. Serverless LLM apps with Amazon Bedrock. Amazon Bedrock is something I definitely want to take a deep dive into. I just haven't had a chance to yet. It looks like it's particularly interesting. They also have something called Party Rock, which is some kind of low-code, no-code thing. I just haven't had a chance to experiment with it yet. Speaking of experimenting with, I was a sucker and I signed up for Bard, our Pro Bard, which is now called Gemini. And I have to say, it's really cool. Actually, kind of the things it does. You can do role play character from a novel. So this is real. This is actually pretty trippy. So if you watch the podcast, or you kind of see anything I do, or if you look in the background, you know I'm a big fan of The Expanse. So what I've done here is you are The Expanse series of novels. It was 5-6 seasons on Amazon. Well, 3 on Sci-Fi, 3 on Amazon. I wish they would do 3 more seasons because there's 9 major books. But Amazon is blowing all their money on the Lord of the Rings knockoff. So one of the characters from the first book, which is an excellent book, his name is Josephus Miller. Leviathan Wakes, I think. So So this is the thing. You are Josephus Miller. He played a cop that was on a station in the asteroid belt. Very kind of gritty, very kind of old school gumshoe type guy. And you can ask him, right? So let's click this. It's going to go through and it's going to generate this. I was asking it questions. So he says, well, wouldn't you know it? Another bloody day in the belt. Nothing much changes around here, except maybe the price of water. So where's the spin got you hanging your hat these days, friend? Anything hotter or colder than Siri Station? So I can say, I'm in Maryland near Baltimore. So he probably, and it's cool. Like that's Earther territory, ain't it? A lot of blue sky and fresh air. All the spin gravity, right? So like it's really cool. You can ask him advice and stuff like that. I think you could probably do this in ChatGPT. Like, let's be honest. It Here we go. So here's something I saw that it actually failed. Let's see if I can show it. Expand menu. Yeah, sorry, not possible. All right, so I took the query there, and I just changed a couple of words, and like I took the the draft prompt that it sent me, and it said I'm not programmed to assist with that. Like, really? If I had any critique with let's see if it'll do it now. Yeah, it looks like it's working. If I had any critique with Bard or Gemini, is little stupid bugs like that. I don't fault the engineers for that. I do, well, somebody's at fault, but ultimately, if I take a prompt and I modify a word from the thing, and it says, sorry, that's not possible. And there was another thing where it said, I'm sorry, herd of dingoes. So this is interesting. No, maybe I didn't get rid of all the thing with the elephants, but let's see. Oh, that's interesting. One of them looks like a dog. So let me see if I can find ChatGPT, and let's ask it to do the same thing. Oh, it's actually creating two. So let's see. I think these two language models, these two ought to be neck and neck for the foreseeable future. And of course, I have my coffee here, my afternoon coffee, because coffee is for closers, not for the mere hobbyists. That is going to end up in my book for the year. All right, so let's see what we got. Pretty psychedelic. I just don't understand where the elephants came from, because I was supposed to remove them from the original prompt, unless it's like somehow cached, like they're trying to save compute space. I don't know. I do notice that there's a lot more rough edges. There definitely is a lot more roughed edges. There's a lot more rough edges when it comes to Bard or Gemini, but I'm liking it. Like, I'm liking the way that it kind of did this. I'm going to experiment more with ChatGPT, kind of the same prompts, but it's just a different feel, right? So one of the things I noticed is we can start a new chat. Play from a character from a novel. Who would I pick? Who would I pick? Oh, I know who I'd pick. There we go. Dr. Raoul Duke. Hopefully I spelled that right. How appropriate. I was just in Las Vegas. All right, so I have no idea. There we go. This heat's enough to drive a bat insane. Feeling the sweet sting of the sun yet? It's in that strange time of year between winter and spring. This does read like something he would say. Between winter and spring, you say. Sounds like Twisted Purgatory, dreamt up by the Lizard King himself. That's awesome. Like a one-winged dove in a meat grinder. He was known for his colorful metaphors. What are your thoughts on AI and the displacement of workers? Why not? Ah, see, that's disappointing. I'm Gemini Advanced. I give you access to Google's most capable AI model, Ultra 1.0, which is better at reasoning. See, what if I say, can you answer in character? All right, so it works. So it just it's clearly capable, right? I think that this is Gemini, Bard, whatever they call it now, is clearly capable. That's the kind of vibe I've seen. Bard was not. This is clearly capable. The catch is there are some rough edges, right? I should not. The prompt already above said, stay in character, and it does work legitimately. I had a whole conversation with Josephus Miller um, earlier today, and he was given, he kind of said you need strategic advice, and I was like, yeah, sure. He gave it. It was good. It was very well done. But when you get these kind of these weird, like it just kind of said, "Hi, I'm so and so." Like it just seems like it can't get out of its own way. And I think that's a good summary for kind of Google Cloud. And clearly, it's capable. Clearly, they've got it figured out. But it's just kind of that fit and finish that they still need to work on. And I see a comment. Yes, coffee is for closers. Um, yeah. See, so that's good. What are we? Are you buying into tech titans are selling? I'm a little skeptical, and I prefer offline models. Speaking of offline models, NVIDIA apparently has released something. All right, cool. Tell me, friend, does this skepticism of yours run deep? You, the sort that keep a bunker stocked with canned goods and shotguns, are just wary where this whole shiny new chrome-plated future is headed. See, I like it. So clearly it does the job, right? And I think that it just has those rough edges, which I think. Wait, how do I do that? There we go. It has those rough edges where I'm actually kind of surprised. I think they're just in such a rush to get things pushed to production that these kind of these finer points of UI are, I wouldn't say left behind, but definitely pushed to the bottom of the backlog. So with that, I hear the my wife has decided to vacuum right above my head. But I definitely would recommend, if you haven't already, take these courses. These are really good. If you're new to AI, some of these may be a little intimidating, but this one here is really good. Because it's meant for developers and kind of explains how this would work. And I learned a lot from it. I learned that basically how ChatGPT kind of keeps the context in conversations and how it keeps them siloed. It's very well done. And here's another thing I wanted to show. Pika, my other favorite AI tool. So I uploaded a video. If you're wondering what this is all about, I'm not even showing it. So I uploaded a video of my youngest basically playing with a cabinet, and I said, "Hey, can you turn this into anime?" And I can't show you the original video because he is still not formally adopted, so I can't show his face. Um, but I do think this is interesting, right? It kind of got the idea that he was playing with a cabinet, and the motion of it, the way the arm moves matches very closely to the source material. And it is definitely a smoother kind of body motion and animation than I've seen elsewhere done in Pika. Speaking of Pika, let's see if I can scroll down. Um, this is to date the longest video I've made in Pika. Is that it? Yeah. No. That's 7 seconds. I thought I had something closer to 20. Here, but I'll play it just the same. So you kind of get this weird kind of vibe with this. I don't know. It's an interesting product. I took a still photo from a local news site. I've done this before, and I said turn this into like an anime, intro for a '70s cop show. Oh yeah, there it is at the bottom, and you'll see it kind of got that. All I have to do is add the funky guitar. It's a fascinating time to be alive and in this space, right? I'm running low on credit, so I'm going to be a little more judicious with that, with what I render. You can see that I got a little eager with the button, and you'll see that I burned 30 credits per one of these. But I will say that we live in an exciting time here in AI, and it's just fascinating. In fact, I was watching the Y-Files, which is an excellent YouTube channel, by the way, and they had this thing where they had basically, instead of using stock footage of pirates, about the Knights Templar, and like, so instead of doing all this kind of like medieval stuff and all that stuff, you could actually tell it was some kind of AI generated. I thought it looked like Pika because there's a certain style of animation and flaws in Pika where it kind of gets the arms wrong and some hands wrong. You could just kind of tell, um, but it was interesting to see, and it was very clear. It was some AI tool generated it, right? And you think, well, why do that? Because it's $600 a year for get unlimited renders. That's very competitive with kind of stock footage stuff. So if I wanted to do like a B roll or like a clip of fireworks in New York City, I would use this. Right? This is completely AI generated. I think I actually um, worked through it a little more, and I extended the render, and I mean it's acceptable. And we live in an interesting time, that's for sure. So with that, I wish you all a happy Valentine's Day, whatever it is you plan to do. Whether it's have a nice dinner with someone special, do nothing at home, binge watch movies, or what I'm probably going to do is do a panic run by to the grocery store and get stuff, cards and stuff, which is kind of on my agenda. So with that, I will end the stream and hope you have a great, fantastic day, and hopefully I'll be back online tomorrow. With that, I'll end stream. Calls are closers.